Okay, beta. So in the last class, we had gone ahead and introduced the concept of budget constraint. हमने पढ़ा था कि budget constraint क्या होता है. Today, I want to go ahead and I want to talk about an important concept in this lecture, and that is going to be that of a composite code. देखो, first of all of you may go ahead and think कि ma'am, this is very impractical. कि our consumption bundle only consists of two goods. हम हमेशा क्या बोलते हैं कि हमारा जो consumption bundle है, what do we say? That our consumption bundle, it only has two goods. X1 units of good 1 and X2 units of good 2. But this assumption of only two goods is far from any real world scenario. असली में सिर्फ दो गुड्स होना ये तो रियल वर्ल्ड सिनेरियो से बहुत ही अलग है. इट इज वेरी फार फ्रॉम एनी रियल वर्ल्ड सिनेरियो, राइट? सो यू मे गो अहेड एंड यू मे आस्क कि मैम व्हाट इज दिस? व्हाट इफ वी आर नॉट इंटरेस्टेड इन जस्ट टू गुड्स? तो देयर आर टू थिंग्स दैट वी हैव टू अंडरस्टैंड. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल बेटा, we do this for the purpose of simplification. हमारा एम क्या है? हम मल्टीपल गुड्स के साथ भी डील कर सकते हैं. We can deal with n goods consumption bundle also. Good 1, good 2, good 3 till good n. We can deal with n good consumption bundle, but this will be very complicated to use. We just want to introduce a concept to you. हमें ये पता है कि expenditure on the goods has to be less than equal to income. So whether I talk about two goods or many goods, how does this matter? If there are two goods, I can write P1x1 plus P2x2 less than equal to income. If there are three goods, I can write P1x1 plus P2x2 plus P3x3 less than equal to income. If there are n goods, तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है. We can write P1x1 plus P2x2 and so on plus Pnxn less than equal to income. I can simply extend this model to multiple goods. Why are we dealing with two goods? Because this is a simplified model to work with. But suppose, second, I tell you कि बेटा मेरा फोकस ना एक गुड पर है, राइट? जैसे आई वॉन्ट टू जस्ट फोकस ऑन द डिमांड ऑफ मिल्क. मुझे सिर्फ मिल्क के डिमांड पे फोकस करना. आई जस्ट वॉन्ट टू फोकस ऑन दैट. सो इन केस वी आर इंटरेस्टेड इन स्टडिंग ओनली वन गुड, then the other good can represent everything else that consumer wants. For example, if consumer is interested in studying the demand of milk, अगर हम मिल्क का डिमांड पढ़ने में इंटरेस्टेड हैं, then what we can do beta? X1 can represent the quantity demanded of milk. X1 को हमने quantity demanded of milk represent कर दिया, and X2 can represent demand of all other commodities. समझे? X1 can represent the demand of milk and X2 can go ahead and represent the demand of all other commodities. बाकी सारा commodities का demand को मैंने X2 से represent कर दिया. So what will be this interpretation now? X2 can go ahead and represent the amount spent on other goods. Right? What X2 can represent? The dollar or the rupees or the amount that you are spending on other good. Because this is already in amount terms, बेटा इसको पहले ही हमने पैसों के terms में लिख दिया units की जगह. I am already writing this in the terms of amount. I am not writing this anymore in terms of unit. So therefore price of amount is always one only, है ना. $1 का प्राइस $1 है, $2 का प्राइस $2 है. So price of amount is nothing. Price of $1 is $1 only. So now my budget constraint, it will look like this. P1 X1 plus X2 less than equal to income of consumer. ध्यान से समझो बात को. X1 represents the units of milk purchased. कितना मिल्क खरीद रही हूं मैं. P1 represents the price of each unit of milk. So P1 into X1 is my expenditure on milk. कितना खर्चा मैं मिल्क पे कर रही हूं. P1 X1 is my expenditure on milk. Now I can go ahead and I can say that X2 represents expenditure on all other commodities. X2 क्या हो गया कि मिल्क को छोड़कर, leaving milk aside, whatever I am spending on all other commodities, beta, that is X2. And then I have M here. And this M represents the income of consumer. M हो गया income of consumer. So now let me just go ahead and give you an example. देखो ध्यान से समझने की कोशिश करो. Example. Price of milk is 10 rupees. I am purchasing 5 units of milk. Income of consumer is 200. And I am saying find X2. Where X2 is what, beta? It is representing the money spent on all other goods. कितना पैसा मैं बाकी सारे goods पे खर्च कर रही हूं. The total money I am spending on all other goods, that is X2. तो देखो ध्यान से. I know P1 X1 plus, बेटा अगर मैं budget line पर हूं, if I am on the budget line, so P1 X1 plus X2 will be equal to income of the consumer. This equal to sign represents that my entire income is spent, right? So what can I say, beta? 10 into 5 plus X2, bache, equal to 200. So X2 will be what, bacho? 200 minus 50, it means 150. So the amount I am spending on all other goods, that is 150. Okay. Now, X2 can be called as composite good. What can we call X2? X2 can be called as composite good. What is a composite good? Composite good represents all other goods except good one. Good one यहाँ पे क्या है? Good one is milk. So my demand of all other goods except milk, but that will be composite good. So please write down. Good 2 represents composite good. What is a composite good, beta? It shows demand for all other goods. जितने भी बाकी goods हैं, उन सबका demand except demand for good. Good one का demand छोड़ के, whatever you are demanding, that is composite good. Is this clear? So everything that you are spending except the money spent on good one, उसको हम composite good बोल देंगे. I hope this is absolutely clear to everyone. ठीक है बेटा. Homework question, just try to go ahead and do this yourself. So suppose I tell you that good one represents the demand of popcorns. ठीक है बेटा. And I am telling you that each unit of popcorn costs P1. Write equation of budget line beta if x2 represents composite good. If x2 represents composite good. ठीक है. Very simple homework question बेटा. क्या बोला गया है? I am telling you good one represents the demand of popcorn. Good one का demand popcorn का demand है. Each unit is costing you P1. ठीक है. And you need to write the budget line where x2 is the composite good. ठीक है. I hope this concept of composite good is absolutely clear to you. Okay बेटा. Thank you.